Hey Aries, welcome back to your weekly reading. I've been telling the other folks that we will be reading, or I will be reading, based on who had the most watched videos. Actually, I'm going to take that one. Most watched videos last week. This week it was Sagittarius, so maybe next week it could be you. Let's see how things go. We're already getting cards out, which is great. Nine of Cups, the Hermit, Knight of Pentacles. This feels like dreams coming true, wishes being fulfilled, feeling like $1,000,000 after some time spent going within on your own kind of personal journey. Interesting. Something to do with the Knight of Pentacles, and an offer that they had presented. So Knight of Pentacles, you could be looking at a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, one of my favorite knights of the deck, quite honestly, because he's Mr., or she, if you will, is Mr. Slow and steady. When they come in, what they have to say, what they have to offer is meaningful. They've actually taken the time to think about it. There's someone, who has a good mix of passion, but not too ooey gooey all over the place. They also know, where to set their boundaries. And just that perfect mix of give and take, is really what I think of when I see the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Let's get a little more information about what this person offered you. Or I'm also getting that you offered somebody else after a time of introspection. Let's see how this plays out. You could have Earth in your chart, given that this is an Aries reading. Let's see. Boy, quick out of the gate here, but slowing down. Oh, the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, Eight of Cups. Yeah, this looks like an offer that was made to somebody who single, independent, living their life to the fullest. They've got their own stuff. They've made their own way. They are a happy, balanced person. Oh, we got a lot of energies showing up here. A lot of people energies showing up in here in your reading. Let's pull these out here. Seriously? This is a lot of people. Okay. This comes after a period of you walking away from something towards something else. Sorry if that's being a bit vague right now. This led to a time where you had to make a decision about something or someone. I'm getting here, it had something to do with a King of Swords energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This person is somebody who worked really hard. They were all about the Benjamins, I'm hearing. This person worked really hard, spent a lot of time away at work, and had built up quite a family foundation for themselves. So I don't know if this was somebody that you were married to. I'm getting the Queen of Cups down here below. The King of Swords is typically somebody who's an intellectual. I always get a cooler energy off of this card, someone who's not overly emotional. If they were, they would absolutely keep it to themselves. Serious nature to this one, and it could be because they are such a thinker and spend so much time up in their head. The Queen of Cups, you're looking, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. This is a woman that, whimsical, balanced with their emotions, prone to sadness. I'm getting this person, whoever this is, if you're resonating with this energy, is someone who's prone to sadness. Feeling alone, I'm hearing. Emotionally. And even socially, I feel like this person is kind of, away from the rest of the world, needing to go off and spend a lot of time thinking. I'm starting to wonder if this is you. If you might have some water energy in your chart here. Because I feel like this is a relationship with someone. This is a coupling of someone, but this isn't emotionally fulfilling, whatever this is. It's a very cool energy. Um, this person, again, just if this is you, it just this feeling of being really alone, isolated, maybe going off on your own a lot, and dreaming of what you really want, dreaming of what might fulfill you. Okay. I feel like, again, there's a solid home. Again, this King of Swords was working a lot. This is kind of carrying similar energy to Taurus's reading. So if you're involved with the Taurus at all, I might want to check that out for sure. But anyways, it's a stable family life. Like you've got all of the your ducks in order as far as we've got the kids, we've got the dog, we've got the house. Grandpa's living with us. Sort of thing. But there's something missing emotionally in that relationship. Okay. And we got the Strength card coming out here too. I almost feel like this is a situation of you, yeah, it's becoming clear to me now that this is a situation where you're wondering if you should walk away from this and really taking time to think about what you want out of your life, what would make you happy, envisioning a life that would make you happy, kind of dreaming it up. And you've been on this journey here and kind of weighing up the pros and the cons and that sort of thing. This is what I'm feeling here. There's this emptiness. I don't know if someone, has presented something to you, or if this is just what you're wishing for, what you're hoping for, what you're missing in your life, is you would love someone like this person, this energy to come in and offer you something. Okay, you picture yourself being single, you picture this person coming in and giving this offer. And if you go back and listen to the qualities that I described for the Knight of Pentacles, if this is the sort of person that you would want, versus someone like this King here. Okay. Yeah, the Seven of Cups speaks again to feeling confused, to having a lot of choices before you, and there's one that stands out particularly well, but you're just not sure because there are so many options, and sometimes you get lost in that. So spending a lot of time up in your head, I'm getting, with the Strength card coming out here. Yeah, I think there's been some conflict, if not within the marriage, just within your own mind about what you should do, and this is taking a lot of strength to get through this. That's what I'm feeling. Yeah. Wrestling with that side is interesting. The Queen of Wands had fallen under the Seven of Wands, and I'm just wondering if you're wrestling with this, two versions of yourself, this kind of gentle, serene, watery person. Like, I know it's a fire sign, typically, right? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Leo in particular. But I feel like, you're wrestling with two sides of yourself. One is this family woman and stuff. And the other is, this passionate woman who wants more out of life and isn't getting that, right? Yeah, you're wanting your son, you're wanting to be happy, you're wanting to feel this joy and excitement and, something other than this emptiness and feeling alone, that sort of thing, okay? Yeah, I think, conversely down here, we've got the Seven of Wands looking to the Sun, and it's kind of like, I'm tired, like I've got my guard up, I'm fighting these temptations or these fantasies or what have you, and, because I just want this, like I want this so badly, this is so hard, and it's taking everything I've got just to kind of get through each day and tame some of these temptations or some of these fantasies, right? You kind of get lost up in that with, if you've got water in your chart, there's a tendency to do that. Sometimes get up in your head and find it really hard to fish yourself out of there. You can kind of get lost in those thoughts and emotions and stuff. We have the Eight of Wands coming out next. Tell us more about this Eight of Wands. Typically, this is news coming in or a message coming in of some sort. Ooh. He wants to jump today. The Tower. I feel like you've heard something. This to me feels like you're going to receive communication, or you have received communication where you heard something that's kind of brought the Tower down. Potentially it could be that someone has come back into your life, I'm hearing, to offer you something, and this really shook you. It could be a situation where, you know, this person might have said all the things that you wanted to hear, and boom, this kind of set off this firestorm of, you know, wanting something different. Life could be better. Could life really be this good? You know, and it's not to say that you were happy before, you know, this offer might have come in, or this, you know, communication came in. I don't think you were in a good place to begin with, but then this happened, and then it really kind of rocked your world. So that's what I'm feeling right now. This is what I'm getting. Yeah, exactly. This would have been a passionate declaration. This would be, you know, something that was proposed to you, that would be a new beginning, that would kind of light your heart on fire, I'm hearing, right? Absolutely. I do feel that whoever you're currently partnered with, that they're older than you. Okay, I feel that you're a bit younger than them. Yeah, and it could be this person that brought this communication in, that kind of brought the tower down. Could also be someone that they're not younger than you. They might be emotionally not as mature, right? Although again, the Knight of Pentacles, I don't see them as an immature person. Okay, but they may not be as established as the King here. Tell me more about this communication and the tower moment coming down. What's more about that? Something flipped in here. Seven of Pentacles. I get the sense that whatever this was, if there was someone bringing a message towards you, that this was something that they've been thinking about for quite a while and had decided that they were ready to come towards you. Okay. It's just, I just got this feeling, Aries, like, I'm like, am I reading for Aries here? This doesn't really feel like an Aries reading. This feels more watery, you know, but I feel that's part of the problem. Like, I kind of feel like you don't feel yourself, almost like you've lost that spark. That's what I'm trying to say. You've somewhere along the line, you've lost that spark. The Hierophant. Yeah. You know, I don't know if somebody heard that you were having troubles in a relationship and they decided to come forward because, you know, they had been thinking about this for quite some time, and they were looking back, you know, on fond memories of some sort and thinking about this and thought this was an opportunity to come in. But there's something about, you know, challenging an institution, which, you know, can be marriages, you know, an employment and career. It can be literally an institution, something bigger. With this person, feels like they've got the key to something now. I'm thinking they might have heard something. Yeah, they'd heard about, you know, that there was some sort of conflict or strife within your marriage, that there was a storm a brewing, I'm hearing, okay? And on the bottom of the deck, Five of Wands, yeah, that things maybe weren't so great, so happy. I don't know where they would have heard that from. I just heard the grapevine. Okay. So I don't know that you've been talking to a lot of people about this. This, again, really feels like you've been on a solitary journey, a very introspective one, where you wouldn't have been talking about this. I think you're a very private person. Those emotions run deep, but you're not one to really tell everybody about it. Let's see here. Nine of Swords. Yeah, I think this person didn't want to cause upset for you, and even more stress and worry, and, you know, more than what you're already going through. And so that held them back for all of this time. They didn't want to create trouble. Okay, but when they heard that there was this conflict or trouble in paradise, I'm hearing, they thought, like, you know, if anything, they want to be your friend. Like, they want to support you through this. I just heard to be your knight in shining armor, with the Knight of Wands popping out. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Because even with this card up here, like the Knight of Pentacles, I don't feel like this is like a lusty card or anything like that. Although this does, point to passionate new beginnings or ideas or something like that. I don't feel like that's what they were proposing. I think this is just how this left you feeling, and of course, this would be more in keeping, um, with your Aries like energy, right? So I think that, this person, again, when I heard Knight in Shining Armor, like the Knight of Wands, trying to come in and to help you feel better when you're going through this Nine of Swords period, right? So there is that. They want to be there for you in a friendship capacity, at least to begin with. Yeah. I think they'd understand, and if they were to talk to you, they would hear you tell them that I feel trapped. I feel like I can't escape out of this. Like I feel like I'm tied and bound to this person. Yeah, and there's been some heartbreak in this relationship. You just feel, I'm just hearing, I feel dead inside. Okay, I feel dead inside within this relationship. So again, I really do feel like this person's coming towards you in friendship. They're not looking for like a romantic connection with you right now. They never would do that. They respect you too much. And quite honestly, you're not ready. Like that, you need to do this, I'm hearing, properly, and explore this further. Yeah, you really are thinking of moving away though. And and again, I don't necessarily think it would be because of this person. I think it's a journey that you've already been on where you've been thinking about this and how you're not happy and you've kind of lost that zest for life and that spark and everything like that. And then with this person coming forward, I think it's just like fuel to the fire, if you will. And you really are thinking about moving away from this relationship that you're currently in. It's a long-term relationship, whatever it is. Like, it's a serious relationship. If it's not a marriage or common law, the two of you have been together for some years now. Seven years? Oh. Okay. Everybody's upside down. So we've got the Knight of Swords in reverse, the World in reverse, and the Ace of Swords in reverse. And indecision on the bottom of the deck. Again, we've got the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords. Yeah, this person that wants to be a support for you, a friend for you, isn't going to come rushing in and expressing all sorts of love ideas, communicating that sort of thing. Okay, they're not going to do that because they don't want to be involved in the ending of something. That's what it is. It's almost like the first feeling that I got from this is that this has to take its natural course. Like, whatever this is, if it is going to end and you do choose to walk away from this person, this has to take a natural course. This has to end naturally. This has to end by your hand. This person does not want to be the one that was seen come rushing in when they heard there was trouble and expressing all these ideas that influence your decisions somehow. Okay, right? When you're in this type of energy, they don't want to be part of that. They'll support you, they'll be your friend and stuff, but nothing more than that, even though you have felt that they've sparked this passion within you. Okay. So we've talked about the background of the situation, how you've been feeling in this situation, how the person that's coming towards you is feeling about this, what their intentions are. We've got the King of Wands. The cards are literally flying out. I'm getting this sense that there's a lot that needed to be said, and this person has a lot of words to get out, is what I'm hearing, okay? Because the cards, like, you can see them, they're literally flying over onto the floor. Yeah, so this is coming down to judgment, okay? Decisions being made. I'm just hearing like a verdict being rendered sort of thing, if you will. The King of Wands energy. So Aries, Leo, Sag energy here. Yeah. Okay. So this person who's coming towards you to be your support and to be your friend, they will come at you as a king. They are a king. They want to come towards you like a king. They would be a match for you, like this energy that would help revive you, rejuvenate you, that sort of thing. But again, they're keeping this a secret. They will not come towards you as a partner, as an equal sort of thing, as someone who might be a good match for you, and not right now. And again, it lends to that energy. I wouldn't be surprised if you've got some Cancer in your chart, because I'm seeing Cancer here. Aries, I wouldn't be surprised at all if you did. But, he's not going to show up like this. He'll keep this under wraps. This is just another reinforcing message. So it's got to be something that you need to hear right now. There's something about this person coming towards you proper, if you will, before this is all said and done, if you do choose to leave this person, as it's under wraps. This is my secret card, okay? And judgment too. Yeah, this is something that, the heavens will decide and stuff like that. That's not something that this person wants to influence or will influence. There's no way. Page of Pentacles, that's right. So just again, reinforcing that message where, they'll offer you friendship. They'll offer you what they've got. They'll offer you things grounded in reality. They'll offer you stability and that support. That's what they're willing to offer you at this time, because to them it seems sequential, right? Like that's the proper thing to do, which is actually really great and really admirable. Like this is something, this is somebody that you do want to have around, somebody who's good with their boundaries and stuff and isn't going to cross that, okay? Just hearing like this is the spark to get you moving, right? Because like I said, this is nothing new. You haven't been having these, these doubts about your relationship and something just because of this person. This was happening long before that. Again, judgment coming out again. So judgment will be placed on this situation, and that's what this person is saying. It's not for me to decide, this is between you and your God, sort of thing. Even if you don't believe in God, I think you understand what I mean when I use that expression, right? It's between you and the higher power. Yeah, that's not something that they can help you decide. That's something that you've got to decide on your own. And I don't know that you necessarily like hearing that. You can see there's some sadness here in her eyes, right? I don't think you necessarily like hearing that, but you know it's the truth. You absolutely know it's the truth. I'm just hearing too, like you might feel alone. You've got the solitary energy, but there's all these people around you helping you, okay? They're there to lift you up. They're there to rise up. So if there are people around you that are offering help or they are providing that emotional support, let them, okay? Because they're there for you. And sometimes I feel like even though all these people are around you and they're offering this support, you still feel sad and alone. You feel like you're all on your own on this. I think it's because you feel like you're the type of person that's responsible for everything and everyone, okay? Like you feel like the weight of the world is on your shoulders and that you need to be helping them. But guess what? They're there to help you now in your time of need, okay? You're a really good friend. Beautiful friend. You're like an angel. Like you're one of these people, you save people. Like you run in and you're saving people and stuff. But now it's time, let other people help you. Because yeah, you're feeling like this. This is more of that energy of just feeling tired and worn down and like you've been through battle and you're just weary, right? And so you really need to rely on others to help you. See how he's looking at that over there, right? I feel like you doubt their help. I don't know if you don't trust people or if you're just like, really, for me, like, honestly. And I think there's a part of you too that's starting to realize that you are there for everyone all the time. And now what about you? Like, at what cost? And so, there's a part of you that's gotten to the point where you're so beaten down and bruised and tired and stuff like that, you're like, what have I done? Like, how did I get myself here? Why do I do that? Why do I repeat that pattern? That's the kind of energy that I'm picking up off of that there. And maybe asking yourself, I used to be such a passionate person. I used to be so like outgoing, or I used to have dreams and things would excite me and stuff like that. And I just don't feel that way anymore, right? How are we doing for time? Oh, see, I've meant to keep these readings to 15 or 20 minutes today, and they seem to go going a little bit longer. But honestly, I mean, Spirit keeps me as long as they feel they need to get this point across, this message across. Being called to the Oracle deck here, Wisdom of the Oracle. I know it looks like an absolute train wreck by the time I get to the end of a reading, but honestly, guys, it works perfectly, like the system as far as communication goes, and I'm always drawn to cards that have something else to say, if you will, okay? Something will jump out at me, and it'll be like, don't forget to say this, or add this in. There's a method to my madness after all. One more shuffle. Orphans. Yeah. This is so sad. Orphans. There's a part of you that just feels left out, left behind, all alone. Interesting that flipped out. Clean it up. You just feel all alone, and I don't get the sense that this is your reality. I think that there's lots of people around you that are willing to offer support, but you just have this sense that nobody is. And this feels honestly like depression to me, because there's this fog here. It's almost like you can't see through the fog to what's really out there. And so I just get a really heavy feeling of depression, and so if you are feeling that way, and you've been feeling that way consistently, and just hopeless, nobody cares, I'm out of energy, what more can I do, like the world is all gray, there's nothing to live for or hopeful for, please seek help, through local community resources, because you don't have to feel that way. Yeah, clean it up. This is a call to clean that up and to reach up for help, whether that's through, if you believe in prayer, whether that's through, receiving professional support even, but you have to ask for it, or nothing's going to change. I just heard. Okay. You can see the energies are very similar in these two cards. Look at the coloring. And what really stands out to me is these two flags are highlighted, and what I'm hearing from that is that, but this is up to you. This is only something that you can do, okay? So this is kind of morphing from, not a relationship reading so much, but we'll call it that, relationship dynamics and stuff, into, some advice for you on your path to healing, really, and getting back to a life that you do feel passionate about. And so not relying so much maybe on another person to bring that in for you, but for you to bring that in for you, right? Breathe. Flexible. I always think with this card, it's time to take a time out here, and to, whether that's meditation or getting away, but taking time for you to dream again, to take a step back from all the things around in your life and be able to think about, like, okay, what used to make me feel awesome? What used to make me feel like, I could do anything? Okay, it's really a call for that. You can see the distinct color changes in this card, right? There's this lightness to it, and flexibility. Flexibility here. Again, there's a real call that only you can do this, and it's focusing on you. There's the circular pattern. It's almost like in your life you've gone through things, and you've always come back to the same place. And so it's like throughout your life there's these patterns that you've created and that you keep living through, and now's the time, to be more flexible, maybe around healing. That's what I'm getting. And to explore different ways that you could perhaps break some of these patterns, so that you can get to a place where you can sit and breathe and be calm and remember who you were back when you were happy, or potentially, your way forward again in the world. And it really is a solo retreat. So again, accepting help from other people, but spending more time on your own in this energy. Any other messages for our beautiful Aries today before we end the reading? Yeah, you're between worlds right now. You're between worlds right now, and you can see this gloomy, dark period, and then it lightens up. And look here, this again reminds me of depression. It reminds me of how you feel when you're depressed and you're not getting help for it. And I'm really feeling like the call to professional help with this clean it up card. So going from this period where you are feeling quite low and down, and everything's just gloomy and yuck. And getting help, whether that's medication or whether that's counseling or both together, and you see like you perk up again and life looks different. Okay, so it's another call to that, to consider that, because things can get better. Yeah, by doing this, by investing in yourself, by taking that time to heal, and heal not just little bits here and there, but really putting some energy into it. It's taking you to this treasure island. Okay. You can see in here, I never noticed this before, there's actually a turtle. So the treasure is sitting on this turtle back, and turtle represents patience. Slow and steady wins the race, right? I don't know if you find, healing through water and that sort of thing, but you might even want to look up the energy of a sea turtle. If you Google on the internet, Ted Andrews, sea turtle, and see what he has to say about that, about the spiritual messages that turtle can relay to us when we're needing that in our life. Yeah, I'm just hearing it's a slow and steady kind of pace. Like this isn't going to be over like that, but it's something that if you start working on it and you slowly plug away at it, better things are to come. Because right now you're just feeling like absolute crap. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Shoot for the stars, I'm hearing. Shoot for the stars. But if you're feeling depressed and down and stuff, and you're, clinically so, and you need some help to get out of it, you're never going to be able to see out of that until you do get better. Coming to the edge. This is going to take a risk, though. By doing this is a risk. This is a risky business. It's not difficult to work on the self. It's hard to go through that pattern. It can feel like the rug is being pulled out from under you and that you're losing some sort of a foundation here. But with risk comes great reward, I hear. Yeah, you're a thinker. Think, 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 think. One last card. Sorry, guys. I know this is going a bit long, but it just doesn't feel right to end it until it's ready. One more card, Spirit. Any other messages of advice for her beautiful Aries today? Oh, we've got 3. Okay, we'll take 3. No place like home, chop wood, and the tribe. I'm just getting a real energy here of family being incredibly important to you, that the home can be the sanctuary for you, that no matter where you are, the light is always on and you can come home to this, okay? In your tribe, I just feel like this is family in here, right? So it could be children, it could be pets, yeah. Yes, I'm hearing chop wood for them, for your home, okay? So by doing this, if it makes you feel any better, rather than having the focus on yourself completely, think about doing this hard work, chopping this wood, okay? So getting the work, getting that done, chopping that wood so that it can benefit you and your family, okay? And you can create this. I really love this card. It's one of my favorites in this deck. It's just, if you just take in the energy of that card for a minute, doesn't that feel wonderful? It just feels peaceful, warm, inviting, safe. So you need to find that home again. Aries, I hope that some of this resonated for you. If it did, please be sure to hit the like button, share, and subscribe so that others can hear the message as well. It was a pleasure reading for you today. If you are in need of a personal reading, my contact information is down below. And I shall see you next week. Bye for now. Take care.